Good morning, my name is Sophie and today we are going to Cricut my Bachelorette t-shirts. So for the Bachelorette there are 10 of us and we are going all out, going to Las Vegas. The theme that I was kind of thinking of doing is like a rock and roll till death do us party vibes. So that's where we're going with it. I started making the shirts actually last night and then I was like, I'm just gonna pause and make a video about it for all you fellow Cricketers out there. I did get a few t-shirts for each of us. For the girls, these were like $2 on Shein. So the girls will be wearing little black crop tops, a little flowy. They're really nice material, like a little soft and silky. And then for myself, of course, we're doing white. So yeah, this is the shirts we got. Shein, these came super fast, like $2 to $5. I can't remember exactly, but I remember they're a super good deal because this girl's on a budget. But anyways, I'll take you to my Cricut, show you I'll show you some of the inspo I had, and then how I'm going to take a design from the internet, put it in Cricut, do the whole iron-on, all of that. Also, the material I'm going to be using for the iron-on, I typically use the Cricut material. However, it kind of gets a little expensive. So I'm trying a new one. Sometimes I switch to the Oracle brand because they give you a longer strip of iron-on or vinyl for cheaper. But today I'm gonna try this brand for the first time, Sizer, I think. It was at Michael's. Gonna give it a try. I've never used it, but we'll see. So this will be for the white, and then the black material is actually the Cricut brand. So yeah, let's get started. So this is my Etsy and my favorites page of the things that I liked and had put a heart on, just so I can see it all in one picture. But this was the inspiration I had. I am making some fanny packs that say "Till Death Do Us Party" with a similar font that are super cute. Maybe I'll make another video with those. I really liked the "Till Death Do Us Party," this batch tour, all of this stuff. But the shirt I'm going to make today, after thinking about it yesterday and starting to make them, is this style shirt with the wings, batch tour, Las Vegas, Nevada, 2022. So I will need to find clip art with the wings. This one's a little too detailed for the Cricut machine since this shirt looks like a screen printed shirt. So we will have to find something a little on the simpler side, and then I'll pick whatever fonts I think that I feel like look super cute with it. But this is what we're going to be looking for. So to find the wings, I'll go to Google. I'm trying to retrace my steps of the one I found yesterday. So I did type wings clip for like clip art, not the poor birds getting clipped. But go to images. The one that I used yesterday. So you want something that the Cricut can easily cut out and something that you can easily weed. So I ended up going with this guy yesterday. I don't know if it has the checkered from the start. It's actually not transparent. So I'm going to click one that has a solid background like this guy. Save it to my desktop. And head over to the Cricut software. I always start with making the shape of whatever it is I'm applying vinyl or iron on to. So, for example, we're doing shirts. I measured the surface or the front of the shirt, and it's about 12 inches wide. We'll just keep it a square. I'm going to make it white to work with, and the first thing I want to do is upload the wing clip art that I found. So I'll click upload. You can see I started it yesterday, but I'll show you guys. Upload image, browse, and then these were the clip art images I found. I'm gonna do this one actually. Spelled it wrong. Oops. I like to click simple since it's just a one color design. Continue. I don't have the premium account, just the free stuff, so I'm going to manually remove the background by having this little magic wand on and remove the background. And as you could see, this was a good image because it just, in a clean removal, got rid of all the extra gray background. And I think that's good. I'm actually going to, I don't know if I'll like how close these are or how they look, so I'm going to get rid of one of the wings and just have one because I can always make a copy of the second one and play with, have a little bit more flexibility with it. So we're gonna go like this and crop it and have our one wing. Then press apply and continue. You could see that this is what it'll actually look like when it gets cut out, but on the black shirts it'll be white and vice versa. And upload. I showed you how to cut out the wing. However, I realized that it was different than the one I picked yesterday, and I couldn't find the wing that I had yesterday. So that gave you a little tutorial of how to find the image and get rid of the background, but I'm going to go back to using the one I had yesterday. And we'll click it, add to canvas, and shrink it down a little bit. This is why I wanted to have one wing and not both of them, because in this picture the wings go up so that the top is kind of flat and it leaves a nice room for the lettering. So that's what I was wanting to do with these wings. So having it separated allows you to move them around and change the shape and direction that they're going. So once I pick kind of like, goes sort of like that, I want it to be nice and straight on top. So I'm going to click this wing, Command C, Command V to paste, and this flip button at the top in the middle, if you flip it horizontally, it'll just mirror it so that they're nice, a nice set of wings. So let's see, where can I'm gonna put this first little point on this line so that they're the same. And we're going to select both, right click, and then attach them. So now these two wings are together again. They're one unit. We can make them any size and they can't be separated. So now for the font, I do like the one in here. However, there's one font I really like called Aurora. It's downloaded. I probably got it from defont.com. And do another font for that bottom piece. But back to Cricut, I'm gonna type Bachelorette. Usually this will default to the Cricut font, but since I was playing around with it already, it's set to the one that I had decided on last night, which was the Aurora. I liked just the plain one. I thought it was nice and clean. I always set my letter space, if it's in Cricut, to 2 or 3, which is equivalent to 200 or 300 in like Adobe or something. We'll set that to 3. I want to make sure that these materials are the same, so I'll change the color, material color, so that they'll cut on the same iron-on sheet. And it's a little too far apart. Let's change it to 2. And bit bigger. And make sure these are nice and straight. I kind of pick one main line to base everything off of, so it's nice and straight. And then I wanted to say Las Vegas, Nevada, and then 2022 underneath, similar to this one. So we are going to type Las Vegas NB 2022. This is not the font I'm going to use for this line, but the one I had liked. Let's see, the Artifact, which is another one that was downloaded. I actually shrink that down and center it in the middle like I did with the Bachelorette Vegas. Now that this is all exactly how I want it, I'm going to shrink this a little bit. I want it to cut in one chunk so that I don't have 3 separate pieces. So like I did with the wings, highlighting the whole thing and attaching it together. So now nothing can move. So no click make it. The main thing with doing iron-on material that you have to remember to do is mirror it. So it actually cuts backwards. So then when you're applying it to the shirt, it's in the correct order, correct direction. Continue. So I made sure to, you can kind of tell which side is the shiny side, but I applied the iron-on and onto the mat, and we're just going to load it into the Cricut, press that button. This mat is kind of old and has seen better days, so it's not as sticky, but you want to make sure everything is completely flat so that the little rollers don't lift it up. But my machine is on iron-on, shiny side down, and I'm going to press the little Cricut button now that the screen is ready. Material that we don't need. So I usually take the tool and poke the corner to just lift it off. And unlike the regular vinyl, you can actually just peel this one with your fingers mostly. So this design was nice because it easily just weeds the wings out. So I'm gonna go through and do that, pick out the insides, and it'll just be ready to go. There's 10 of them, 9 bridesmaids, and then my bridal one. My ironing board is set up with some parchment paper and the iron itself. So once this is hot, we'll start to apply the vinyl or the iron-on to the shirt. start by laying the shirt out and having the neckline straight with the board so that I can use it as a way to help me make sure everything's straight. And then we'll take the design, make sure to flip it the correct way with the shiny side up this time. And I'll start by just eyeballing it where I feel like a good spot is, and take a ruler to just kind of measure it and see if I should move it at all. About 9, and from here to here is about 9, 8. It's like pretty much there. You also, since this is sticky, you could pick it up and kind of hold it up to see if it looks decent. So I just checked it out at the mirror. Looks good to me. And make sure to put your transfer, or not your transfer paper, your parchment paper in between that layer and the iron to protect it. And I'm not sure how this material will work, the brand that's Sizer. So we'll find out together, but I'm gonna hold down my iron for about 10 to 15 seconds and then take it off to double check that everything is going well and if it needs more heat. And I just do little chunks of 10 seconds at a time and keep checking it. Here, I just go really slow and kind of hold the shirt tight to make sure it's peeling off without lifting the iron-on material. It might do it a little bit, but you can always go back and add more heat once this thing is off. But you want to make sure that it's hot enough to where it's sticking, but you don't want to hold on too long to where the material starts melting. So this was a good amount of time. It was only like 10 seconds. This one was actually much faster of a transfer than the Cricut material. I'm just gonna slowly peel this off. And then I go through one more time with just a little bit of heat to make sure it is really on there. Smooth it out. There's the airport right next to my house. Sorry about that. Oh, so cute. And it came out so nicely. I think I'm gonna start using that Sizer material more. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. If I'm saying it wrong, someone correct me. But super easy transfer. It's not lifting. It's perfect. Time to do 8 more.